Hi, Crosswatchers for Libra. Real quick, for those of you who don't know what cross-watching is, it's when maybe like you're dating someone or you're interested in someone or you have an ex who's a certain sign or just somebody that you're curious about, and so you might be tempted to go onto YouTube and watch tarot readings for their sign to get information. So this is specifically for cross watchers. I'm addressing those people who are curious about a Libra. This reading is for June 2019. Now, guys, couple of things. If you're a Libra watching, this video may not resonate with you. You might want to watch the Libra weekly forecast or the Libra love reading, because this is for cross-watcher. And maybe your person doesn't watch my channel, or maybe your person doesn't believe in tarot readings, and they might not be on here checking up on you. That doesn't mean they're not interested in you, right? But they just might not be here, so it might not be for you. But for some of you, it could resonate. I see that a lot as well. Again, I'm not spilling tea. I'm not getting into anybody's dirty laundry. I'm just asking for what we have permission to access for Crosswatcher to heal their relationship with Libra, to have positive results with Libra. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull cards. I'm getting the number 7 as I'm connecting with the energy. So I feel like there's something happening here with intuition, maybe even a spiritual awakening, but we're going to see here in a moment. And at the end of the reading, I'm going to pull a card from a different deck, which is going to be a message from Libra to Crosswatcher. Okay, so there's going to be a very specific message as well. All right, my darlings. So Crosswatcher, first you got Two of Pentacles coming up with Libra. And Two of Pentacles has a few different meanings. It could be somebody who's really, really busy. They could be working more than one job, or they might be really working very hard to balance more than one area of their life right now. They might have a lot of personal responsibilities and obligations and family issues and school and work, and they might have a lot going on, and they may feel like they're really juggling a lot of things. For some of you, the role is reversed. Crosswatcher, you're the one who's super busy, and they're watching you juggle all these things, and they feel like, I don't know if Crosswatcher has room for me in their life. So you know your dynamic better than anybody else. You know what's going to resonate with you more, which role seems to resonate with you more. But there's definitely a sense here where there's just a lot of juggling and trying to find time to make this work, or to have time for one another. It could also be like you might be waiting to hear from a Libra, and you're like, man, why haven't I heard from Libra? They may have a lot going on right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, the first thing that I heard when I flipped over this card, I heard embarrassment. Okay, so I do feel that for some of you, this Libra is having a hard time processing where things left off. If you have kind of an awkward situation with a Libra, your Libra might feel in some way that you made them feel foolish, or you said something, or you did something. Maybe even they felt a little bit disrespected. Now, maybe that wasn't your intention. Maybe they took something the wrong way. It can definitely be a misunderstanding. It could be a pride or an ego issue. But I do feel for some of you, again, this is a general reading, so it's going to be different scenarios. For some of you, this Libra feels a little bit offended or a little bit embarrassed by something that you said. They're not embarrassed of you. I want to make that clear, Crosswatcher. They're not embarrassed of you, but they feel embarrassed, like maybe you looked at them in a way that like you made them feel small, and maybe that wasn't your intention. It could be because you're so busy and you got so much going on. They may feel in some way that you brushed them off. Meanwhile, you, Crosswatcher, are like, why is Libra being weird? Or why is Libra being cold? Or why is Libra being distant? And Libra feels like you're the one who just kind of, was like, well, whatever, I don't have time for you. And so they might have misread something. They may have misunderstood something. There could be some kind of a misunderstanding happening here. Now, don't you worry. I'm pretty sure that as we flip over these other cards, more messages are going to be coming up, but this is just kind of giving us a feel of what the energy is going in. I do have all of these flowers jumping out at me as I'm looking at the card. Those of you who watch my channel who are regulars here, you know that I read intuitively and I read from the images on the cards as well. So those flowers are jumping out at me. So that this makes me feel like even though there might be this embarrassment or there might be this hurt feelings or this busyness or instability in their life, those flowers, the happy memories, that love, that warmth will bring them back around again in some way or help reconnect in some way. Those of you who are already involved with this Libra, you guys are already dating or you're living together or you're married, this person needs some playfulness. They need some of your time, and they need some of your warmth, and they need some of your playfulness, okay? Next, we've got Six of Pentacles. So there could be some financial stresses here with debts. And it's interesting because this has come up as a theme in a lot of the different readings for the different signs in different ways. It could be something that is happening in the air with the planetary alignments where people are looking at debts collectively. But also, when I have this card come up in a love reading, for me, a lot of the times it could mean that this person is wanting more give and take. Okay, so it could be where you know, they might feel like they're putting in a lot of energy, and you're busy and you're not giving it to them, or vice versa. They're really busy, you're putting in a lot of energy, and maybe they feel like, you know, it's not being acknowledged or it's not being seen that they are trying. So there could be this give and take here. For some of you, you are dealing with a Libra who feels a little bit insecure about their finances, and so they might either feel like they want to make more money to keep up with you, or they may have a fear cross watcher that you know, maybe you're just kind of into them because maybe you see them as a financially secure person. They maybe are somebody that was taken advantage of financially in the past, or they may be somebody who's been accused of taking advantage of others financially in the past. And so there could be some financial dynamic here that's causing them some stress or some insecurity about the connection and moving forward with you. But there is a desire to be seen here as equals, especially for those of you dealing with a Libra who feels a little bit embarrassed or like feels a little bit small in the situation. They may feel like you don't see them as someone who has things together, or someone that you know is doing something with their life. And so maybe they're just, you know, in there. And I'm not saying, cross watcher, that you did something to make them feel beneath you. This could be their own insecurity, but there just could be something here where they want to feel a little bit more elevated, not elevated above you to where you're putting them on a pedestal, but just some acknowledgement where like you do see you know, what they're bringing to the table, right? Or that they do have these accomplishments. So let's see what the next card has to say. Okay, we have Seven of Swords. So those of you, I want you to be cautious, cross watcher, because those of you who have a Libra who is being distant, either in an existing relationship, Libra is being distant, or an ex who you don't have contact with, but maybe your gut or your intuition is telling you they're going to come back around. They're probably going to come back around, but the fact that Seven of Swords is coming up, for me, Seven of Swords in my readings, it's kind of like the online snooping kind of card. This is someone who's going to be, and even you might not have social media, or you may have your social media set to super private settings. They may still be trying to get on and see what they can access. You know, if you have super private settings, they may be making fake profiles and sending you fake friend requests, or they might be trying to get on with your friends' social media to see if your friends are posting things or pictures where you might be in those pictures, or if they can just kind of snoop on your friends and see if through that they're getting information about you. There's, to me, with the Seven of Swords, it's like somebody's trying to watch you online. In my readings, that's kind of what I have seen it to be over the years. Again, it's going to be different for different readers, but that's just kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Now, if we look at her face, she looks very intent, like she has this mission. And with Seven of Swords, for me, when this person is watching, it's with the intent of gathering information. It's like a fact-finding mission. And so this Libra, those of you who are dealing with a Libra who their feelings got hurt or they got offended or they feel in some way that, you think you're above them, and you might not feel that way at all, Crosswatcher. And again, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because this is for a certain portion of you. This isn't for all the Libras. But what's happening is they're gathering information, trying to figure out how to get an in back in with you. But I feel maybe this Libra felt like you jilted them or you rejected them in some way. So now they want to come in and they want to win you over again. And then they want to be the one to walk away, or they want to be the one to say, oh, well, no, you're not gonna, dump me, I'm gonna dump you, or you're not gonna get over me that fast. For some of you, it's that way. For other ones of you, this Libra is really trying to figure out what your expectations are, what you're looking for. And they're going to try to be this person for you, but they might feel like they're having to reinvent themselves in order for this relationship to work. And so they may really want you, they may feel very pulled or drawn towards you, but they might feel like, I don't know if I can do this forever, or I don't know if I can be the right person for this person forever. They want it to be, and they're trying to figure out how to have a space in your life, or how to make you feel like you have a space in their life. But they may have some concerns here that, like, this is going to be a lot of work. This is taking a lot of figuring out. They may feel like you all aren't meshing or flowing as much as they would like. Crosswatcher, you might feel this really intense soulmate connection. You may feel this really intense connection, but it could be a past life connection. And this Libra is seeing things in the present life. And they're like, man, I feel this connection too, but I don't know how to make this mesh in this life because our lives are on different paths. And so they might be trying to find ways to reconcile those two paths or make them work together because they want it, they have the desire, but they may not be super optimistic about that happening for some of you. Next, we have Knight of Pentacles. So again, this is trying to make it happen. This is one foot in front of the other, trying to make this happen. But I do feel like your Libra has some concerns. And this is what you need to know, Crosswatcher, if you're going to make this work. Libras are very passionate. I love Libras. I really do. They're very much about passion, art, beauty. They're very sensual. They're very into just those emotions and those strong feelings, which even though they're an air sign, typically with air signs don't get into those like deep emotional places, but Libra just has a certain ability to be very romantic, right? Or very sensual. So with the Knight of Pentacles, like, they feel the connection, they want to do the work to make it work. But sometimes with Knight of Pentacles isn't a very passionate card. Okay, so that could be Libra's concern here, because Libra's wanting the passion, Libra's wanting the connection, but in doing what they need to do to give you the stability that you're looking for, they may have some worries or concerns that the passion is going to get crushed in that process, right? Or maybe they feel like you are not feeling passionate about them, right? You might be more practical and they might be more kind of like in this, wanting to feel this whirlwind energy, or vice versa. The roles could be reversed for some of you, but I call Knight of Pentacles, that really steady, really dependable energy, which is really great, but it might not be as fiery or as passionate or as romantic as some people might be looking for. So you may be looking for stability, and Libra may be looking for that whirlwind kind of feeling, or vice versa. You know, the roles could be reversed for some of you, but that's something you're going to have to know before you move forward. Okay, next we've got Three of Swords. Right? So there's some sadness here. I feel like you two want to be together, but the truth of the situation could be that you all are maybe looking for different things. There's this very strong connection, this very strong maybe past life connection or soul connection. But when the truth of it comes, there's some hurt feelings here. Those of you who have a Libra where things ended on bad terms, or they ended on awkward terms, or your Libra ghosted you, if your Libra flat out ghosted you and you have no idea why, like you're like, I don't know what happened to Libra. I don't know if they fell and bumped their head and ended up in a coma with amnesia in the hospital. I don't know if they went to jail. I don't know if they, got lost, shipwrecked somewhere. They just fell off the face of the earth, right? If you're dealing with some Libra that just kind of like disappeared, and they come back around, be very cautious, cross-watcher, because I feel if your Libra ghosted you, then your Libra is one of those people where some way they felt very small compared to you, or they felt in some way you said something that offended them, and it's not your problem, it's not your fault. It could be from their own insecurities, but they might be coming back in trying to swoop you off your feet, and then they're gonna be the ones in their mind, well, this time, I'm gonna be the one that I'm gonna say I'm done and I'm gonna walk away. And you're like, what the heck, that's what you did the first time. But in their mind, you said something and you rejected them. So be cautious of that if that's your case. If you're dealing with a Libra who ghosted you, if this person comes back around, don't go handing over your heart right away. Don't go jumping into bed right away, because there could be a little bit of like a, well, I'll show you kind of energy coming in. I don't want you to feel hurt like that. Okay, I don't want you to feel hurt like that. Those of you who are dealing with a Libra where you're in a relationship with this Libra, or you've been with this Libra for a while, they're going to be opening up to you. And they're going to be saying like how they want to save this relationship. But some of the things they're saying, it can sting a little bit. Okay, it can sting a little bit. So you're going to have to brace yourself, and you're going to have to realize that this person is bringing these things up because they do want to save the relationship. Like, they love you. They want this relationship to work, but they feel kind of hurt about some stuff. And I feel for a lot of you cross-watchers, you're going to be like, where is this even coming from? Because you don't feel you've done anything to hurt them. Okay, and again, it could be a big misunderstanding, but as this is coming to the table, some of you might feel a little bit offended. Like, how can you like not see that I care, or how can you not see what I've been doing for the relationship, or how could you even think that I would think that about you, or that I would be that kind of person? So it's like you're gonna have to put your ego aside and not take it personal, and understand that this person's maybe seeing you through the lens of their past experiences. Okay, but let's see what Libra wants to say to Crosswatcher. What does Libra want to say to Crosswatcher? Okay, so I read intuitively, right? So I see this maiden here, she's in this light, but I see this sword. I see a lot of things happening here. I think this is supposed to be like a knight. Oh, Crosswatcher, so you may be in this light, right? Or Libra may be in this light, But there's these fears here. There's these hidden or masked things. And there's a lot of confusion. There's these two knights here. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on that needs to be revealed. That's what it feels like to me. The light is starting to come in. It will expand. It'll shed light on all this other stuff. But there's a lot of hidden factors right now. That's what I'm feeling. Let's see what Libra has to say. Love is like a rosebud. It may reach full blossom, or it might die softly. That's pretty much the sum of what we got here, though, in this reading. They want this to work, but they have hurt feelings, and they're not sure if there's going to be a way past these issues or situations that they feel you all have together. You're not seeing eye to eye. They're going to reveal certain truths to you. Okay? And once these truths are revealed, you may not want them. And this could be why they were in that energy of, oh, well, like, you look down on me. And you're like, what do you mean? I'm not looking down on you. But they might just be like, I have to tell you some things, and when I tell you, you're not going to want me. So it could be like a subconscious thing, right? This is like, how bad do you want this, right? You might be sad to hear some of the truths that are going to be revealed to you. You know, some of these people might have a past. Some of these people might have done some messed up things, and you're like, whoa, you know. But, you know, again, it's going to be different for different ones of you. But let's see what's going to be beneficial for Crosswatcher to say to Libra, or to share with Libra. Okay, so there's like some love here. There's a clinging to each other in that darkness. Within you I lose myself. Without you I find myself. Then I strive to be lost again. Your Libra just wants to like be your everything. Okay, like they just want you to be like, I don't care what you've done. I don't care what is in the past. You're amazing. You're my person. I can't live without you. They want that super romantic energy. And I have a feeling, Crosswatcher, that you're probably, not that you don't have a romantic side, but that you're very practical and you're very logical and you've been burnt in the past. So you're cautious and you're careful, and you may also be very independent. You might not be in this energy where you get this kind of gushy over somebody, but this is what they're wanting. This is what they're looking for. Okay, just know that. Okay, what you do is up to you, but that's what this Libra is wanting. This Libra is wanting this high level of romance. But there's also these truths that are going to be revealed. So, I think the ball is in your court on what happens here, right? But for it to work out, they just want a lot more of romantic expression from you. And that's what they're kind of looking for. Watch your love video for June when it comes out in the next couple of days, the love reading for your zodiac sign. I have a feeling there will be a lot more helpful information in there. And guys, I don't just do love readings. I also do weekly forecasts for each of the zodiac signs, where I go over spirituality, money, career, family, all the other really important parts of your life. So check those videos out as well. The ones for last week obviously are already up, and then over the weekend the forecasts for the coming week will be up. So lots of videos are going to be just really coming up the next few days. If you subscribe and hit notification, you won't miss any of them. I thank you very much, you guys, for watching, sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for being here. Crosswatchers, I'm sending you guys a lot of energy. I know that this is a lot to process, but do know that this is someone that does have a lot of passion for you, okay? And in some ways, you may have manifested this, and if you don't like it, don't be discouraged, because this is going to help you manifest something even better if you decide that you want to go to a higher level or something higher. And if you are a Libra watching, like I said, guys, don't get offended. This might not have to do with you. Okay, your person may not be watching this channel. You may not have ghosted a person, or you may not have a lot of secrets, you know. But this is a general reading, and some months they'll apply and resonate, and some months they might not. But You know, for those of you that it does resonate, know that this is coming to help you with the next chapter, okay? And to help you to come into success, right? And if there's something that can be saved and worked out, then you know how to approach that. And if you feel it's time to walk away, you know how to do that. All right, my dears? Take care.